on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Local families are anxiously awaiting to hear from loved ones on vacation as Hurricane Patricia makes landfall. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Patricia is being called the strongest hurricane ever, and it's hitting Mexico's west coast.
Tourists and residents are stranded as 210-mile-an-hour winds are pounding their door, and the wind speeds could get stronger. Valley News Team's Krista Baim spoke with families who just heard from their loved ones. Is that right, Krista?
Yes, Steph, I just spoke with one family who has been able to get a hold of loved ones vacationing in Puerto Vallarta. Cherie Rulifson told me her parents were caught off guard in paradise, being told by locals the worst of the storm had already passed. They learned this morning what was to come and tried to get out with no luck. They are now in the eye of the storm, but managed to get in contact with Cherie. She lost contact with them earlier this afternoon. Power has been shut down and people have scrambled to get as far inland as they can, which created so much road congestion, most people aren't able to move. Cherie says she knows her family boarded up and duct taped their condo windows and doors and will just have to ride it out. Her parents told her they were not able to evacuate because all shelters were full and no transportation was available.
You know, it's hard. Just not knowing, but well, you know, hopefully no more in the morning. I'm getting in touch with the embassy now, giving them the information so they can hopefully locate them after the storm passes and someone can, you know, get in contact with us and let us know their status.
I also talked with local travel agencies who are keeping a close eye on the storm. That part of Mexico is a popular travel destination, and there are many who have booked trips over the winter.
After an event like this, we go down to the area. So we'll go down to Puerto Vallarta. We'll check out the hotels and the infrastructure to make sure it's safe for travel and the hotels are up to the par that they were when we actually made the reservations.
If the damage affects reservations already made, it may be possible to get some kind of a refund or transferred to another destination. Now, as for the families waiting to hear from loved ones, we too will continue to get in touch with them as Hurricane Patricia wraps up. Steph?
All right, Krista, thank you. This is very frightening, very unsettling for many, and now they're saying that the damage from this Category 5 storm could be devastating. So, Hutch, where does it look like right now?
Well, being one of the strongest on record, pressure-wise, not quite the strongest or deepest low that we've seen, but wind-wise, it's the strongest that we've measured. And the wind speeds with this storm being near 200 miles per hour put it equal to about an EF5 tornado. So very strong winds buffeting the Pacific coast of the Pacific coast of Mexico. Here's a look at the latest, though. It has now Category 4 as it's moved a little bit further inland, gets away from its energy source as it moves over the dry land. 130-mile-per-hour winds with gusts higher than that as it continues its trek northeastward tonight. Now, as it made landfall, one thing to keep in mind that on the south side of the storm is where the strongest winds would be measured and were measured at 200 to 211 miles per hour. On the Puerto Vallarta side of the storm up north there, they were having some offshore winds and the surge not as high as well. So Puerto Vallarta indeed spared from the worst of it, but they still have a long night of very intense weather ahead. Back to you guys.
All right, Hutch, thank you.
In other news tonight, some new developments on a burglary that happened earlier this month out of West Fargo. Police announcing today they have identified the suspects with the help of tips from the community. The two black males and one black female robbed the pharmacy at Family Fair in West Fargo on October 4th. Police have not yet made any arrests and are not releasing their names at this time.
Grand Forks police are still looking for answers on a stabbing that happened early this morning. 31-year-old Joshua Newman was able to get to his vehicle after being stabbed and drove 2 blocks before crashing into 2 parked cars. Newman was then taken to Altru Hospital where he was pronounced dead of multiple stab wounds. 36-year-old Nicholas Perales Jr. of Grand Forks has been arrested and charged with murder. Perales was formally charged with murder in Grand Forks District Court this afternoon, and he remains in jail on bond of $500,000.
You know how people use social media for just about everything? Well, Fargo police say don't rely on it for everything.
Valley News Team's Macy Enger talked to people living in a South Fargo neighborhood who agree with police. We're having some difficulties, and we'll get to that story when we can a little bit later on. But Fargo police say if you witness crime, call them. You can get in touch with them on their app, Facebook, online. We have links to all that on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com and just click on this story.
The nation's military may soon face layoffs and no pay. Yesterday, the president vetoing a defense bill that sets funding for military salaries, equipment, and policy reforms. As for local North Dakota Air National Guard and the Grand Forks Air Force Base, we talked with them. Spokespeople say they don't know what the local impact will be if a defense bill is not passed. The bill had bipartisan support from the House and Senate. It'll now be sent back to the House for them to rework it and try to get enough votes to override the veto before the current budget runs out in December.
Something special is going on at NDSU this weekend. A Grammy award-winning composer and conductor is in town for the Chalet School of Music's Choral Symposium. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker chatted with Eric Whitaker about all things music happening here in the Valley.
As it turns out, Fargo is one of the hot spots for choral music and choirs in the country. There's so many excellent musicians here. The faculty here is terrific. There's something very special happening up here.
It's common to hear music coming from Reineke Fine Arts Center, but the sounds have been a bit brighter in the last day or so, or darker depending on the song being sung or the piece being played. And it's because many of these college music students are getting the chance to work with and talk to one of their music idols, Eric Whitaker.
Ever since I sang one of his songs in high school, I've just been amazed by him. And so it was like a dream come true to find out that he was coming. So that was really exciting.
Whitaker is known around the world for his breathtaking works for instrumentalists and especially vocalists. It's hard not to be in awe of someone who's accomplished so much, but almost everyone who meets him says the same thing.
He's very down to earth, he's very friendly, he's very nice, and when he's being energetic, everyone is energetic, and it just snowballs into just something really creative and fantastic.
Something really creative and fantastic that Whitaker is sure you'll enjoy if you come to the concert.
The music that we'll be making, I think, is heartbreakingly beautiful, and it's so well sung by these students here at North Dakota State. And I think that anyone sitting in the audience is just going to feel, they're going to feel the warmth from the stage, from the composers themselves, and from the rest of the audience. So it'll be a magical night.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
The performance is going to take place at Festival Concert Hall on NDSU's campus tomorrow night at 7:30. We have a link to the tickets on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com and then look for this story.
Should be a good time.
It should be.
I want to go back to that story we tried to get to you earlier. You know how the people for social media, they say they use it for just about everything? Well, Fargo police tell us that that's not what you should do. And Valley News Team's Macy Enger has the story.
The people who live there usually aren't the people sometimes that cause the problem.
Social media changed the way we meet our neighbors, posting messages about garage sales, sports games, even crimes, like this one on Nextdoor, a website for neighbors.
If people are aware that things are happening around the neighborhood, they're going to be watching for it. I think it's a good thing to get it posted.
Fargo police say just posting it online isn't enough. The department said in a Facebook post, community members told them about a string of cars getting hit with pop cans. Very few people formally reported it to police.
It's very productive. It just has to be used in the right way. We definitely want that information, but if it's a crime in progress, by all means, if you witness something, go through our dispatch center and call them.
Officers say many people think a crime like throwing pop cans against a car to cause damage is something so small they don't need to worry officers about it. But it's exactly the opposite. Officers want to know what's going on in the neighborhoods.
Crime is crime, no matter how it's gauged or what's being used to cause that.
Sometimes you think, well, the police have bigger issues, but then sometimes the police will say, well, no, that is the big issue.
In this case, over a dozen people's cars have been hit, and police are on the lookout for those responsible. In Fargo, Macy Enger, Valley News Live.
Fargo police say, again, if you witness crime, call them. For other ways to get in touch with them, you can use the Fargo Police Department app. You can go on Facebook or online. We have links to all that on valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story.